With the world changing at the pace that it is now, the most important thing is to keep learning and updating your skills as technology changes. But knowing how to learn and how to study is itself a skill and can be different for everyone. So, one of my old roommates from Waterloo came to visit me a couple weeks ago, and we had a really fun chat on this topic. She started her undergrad at the University of Waterloo in Rec and Leisure, and then she switched to health studies as she discovered her passion for science. She then completed her master's and will now be starting her PhD in neuroscience in the fall. But this switch required her to experiment with different learning and studying techniques to keep up with a more technical program. This video will be a snippet of my conversation that I had with her about learning and studying techniques that worked for her and might also work for you. So let's get into it. So you moved from rec and leisure to a more technical role. So did you
Mhm.
have to change your routine or your habits to adjust to a more technical role?
Yeah, I think I changed my study habits a little bit. I had to learn how to study, and I don't want to say this isn't the I think it is a very good way to study, but it's just never worked for me. I also think that's very important is to understand that what they call the best ways to study, which probably are the best ways to study based on research, are not always the ways that are going to work for you because I was never one that was good at reviewing things consistently every day. I was more of the cram before the exam type, and I still am, which I'm not promoting and I'm not condoning, but at the same time,
I am too.
yeah, but it
It's the
worked for
only thing
me.
that works for me. If I have a deadline, I
Yeah.
start working then.
And one of the things I did in the health studies program, and as I had to learn how to study for these tests and things, was really just trying different methods and seeing what worked for me. And I can talk about that a little bit
Yeah,
later
I
now,
actually want
or
to go into it
yeah,
because what I noticed when we were living together is that you didn't stick to one technique if that wasn't working for you. So
yeah,
you weren't somebody who would read somewhere or watch a video that this is how you're supposed to
yeah.
study and you would stick to it. And then if it didn't work for you, you would still stick to it. You kept changing and adjusting your methods, which I thought was really impressive. I remember you used flashcards, you used to teach me,
Hmm.
and that was a way for you to learn.
Hmm.
So, can you talk a little bit about your learning techniques?
Yeah, no, great point. So I have a few different strategies I use for different things. So I'll just kind of go through a bunch of them. I don't know if anyone here is doing research on pedagogy or how people learn things. Don't judge me and don't tell me I'm wrong, please. But yeah, I have a lot of different methods. So I will say for things where it's memorization and you have to remember definitions, a lot for my I use this a lot for my evolutionary biology class because it was remembering a lot of specific evolution terms and how uh, different processes worked or different things were referred to. I used flashcards through the Anki app, and I found that was very, very
Oh my
helpful for stuff
God.
like that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
I remember you discovered it and
yeah.
I'm actually looking into it because I told you I want to learn
Oh,
Spanish and
yes,
there's so
yes,
many things
yes.
you have to remember.
Yeah,
So for memorization you used Anki flashcards.
yeah. I really enjoy Anki. Unfortunately, like that iPhone app, you have to pay for, which I don't love. But I thought that was so helpful. But for that was really only helpful for things where it was, how do I say this? It was term memorization. You were trying to remember definitions or terms. For conceptual stuff, it wasn't really my tool of choice, I would say. For conceptual stuff, if it was something that was completely new to me, and when I was starting biology that I hadn't really taken since high school, or I didn't do well in high school, and I felt like I was really learning from scratch, what I did, and again, this might be very unconventional, but I actually listened through my course recordings and I transcribed what it was and I found I remembered everything that way. And I found if I did that, I would do that admittedly the day before the test, go through all the courses or the lectures from that unit, maybe a little bit faster than I should have, and recorded the parts, especially the conceptual parts that I didn't understand very well. And you just remember, I mean, at least for me, I remember everything that way. Like I just, and then if I see it on a quiz or a test, I know exactly what the answer is. And I found it worked very well. And then another strategy I had for things that were a little bit more familiar, such as like health classes, where some of the concepts were something I'd heard before and I knew a little bit better, but I still needed to memorize. I would have a master document that was just a Word document with point form of every concept that we had in that unit or in that class, and I would print it off. That's pretty old school now, but I would print it off
I love it.
and I would staple it, read through it, and every time I read something and I knew, okay, I know this well, I remember this, I don't need to read this anymore, I would check it off with the highlighter, check off the point, the bullet with a highlighter. And I would keep reading through that document. the things I hadn't checked off yet over and over again and just keep checking them off as I went until I maybe had like 2 concepts left that I didn't know really, really well before the test. I would just keep reading through it, keep checking off, keep reading through it, keep checking off, but don't check off anything until you're very sure that you know that. That was another strategy I used, and I found that worked really well
Oh,
too.
wow.
Yeah.
So repetition.
Yeah.
That is
Repetition
something
again.
that Anki does too,
Yeah.
right? It's repetition.
Yeah.
And when you know a concept, when you can tell or when you can give that feedback that
Yeah.
you are absolutely certain that you know that concept, then it stops giving it to you. Otherwise, it's all repetition.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like they're not really the conventional strategies. And I mean, I'm not going to say they're the best strategies out there. I think it's just really important that you try different things. And that was one thing I did was it always felt like a little bit of a risk to try a new strategy, but I always found it was interesting just to see how well I could remember with that strategy. And then going into the test almost felt like a game. It was like, how well can I do with
So
what I did?
you put a fun element into everything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm noticing.
Yeah.
That's what the consistent theme is coming out
Yeah.
to
And
be.
I really enjoyed that part of it. Trying it's a competition with yourself to see how well you can do. It's like a constantly you can try different strategies and see how it works.
That's awesome.
If you liked this video, you might want to check out our full conversation that I will link right here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.